Ja.
Chuck, some time ago we did an explainer.
Oh Gott, ist das nicht... What? Ich dachte schon Star Trek. Ist das nicht so ein richtig übler Anti-Veganer?
On being speciesist. I don't know if you remember that.
Speciesist.
If you're, you can be sexist, racist, you can be speciesist.
Ja, genau.
Right.
And I don't remember everything I talked about it, but one example would be, many
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
people,
War der mal Boxer?
ecologically conscious people will buy line-caught tuna. Line-caught tuna, and you know why?
Of course, yeah, because the net-caught tuna does a great deal of harm to the cutest animal that swims and breathes air.
Yeah.
None other than our reigning champion, the dolphin.
Yeah, Flipper,
Yeah,
the
Flipper.
dolphin. Yeah,
That's it.
yeah. So it's air breathing, so it gets trapped in the net and it can't breathe and it dies. And so you buy line caught tuna, you don't kill the dolphins. But of
Right.
course, when you buy line caught tuna, you're killing the tuna. so this is a speciesist decision you're making. All right.
Right.
Preferring to kill one kind of animal instead of another for whatever your reasons may be.
Right.
Okay. So
You
when
like
I was
this, let me just say, you like this theme, I know. Because you have a new book coming out, which you were kind enough to send me in advance. And
I sent you an advance copy.
Yeah.
Did I do that? Okay.
you sent me the transcript. It was great.
Oh yeah. Oh, early. Oh yes.
That was way back, way back.
Yeah, before it was. I
Before
was
you
just
even
trying to
got
get your
it
comments
into
on
print.
But,
Yeah, you got a
Mhm.
chapter on there that basically discusses this, which is great.
Yeah, a lot of that early thinking went into this chapter, and so I want to add a little.
You didn't even
extra
plug
to-
your book.
What
is wrong with you? I just mentioned that you got a new book coming out. You're like, oh, yes, of course. Yeah, a lot of thinking. No, bro, I'm setting you up. I'm like, yo, it's called Starry Messenger, by the way,
Messenger.
people.
Cosmic perspectives on civilization.
Yes.
And it takes whole sectors of our lives and shows you what they look like if you're scientifically literate
Yeah.
and have a cosmic perspective on it. There's truth and beauty, life and death.
Right. War and
Mind
peace.
mind and body, war and
Right.
peace, which I changed, by the way, because it was mostly people in conflict, but not necessarily killing each other. Although I do a lot of discussion about war and peace.
Discussion about
So I
that.
changed the title of that since you saw it, and it's now conflict and resolution, which is a broader
conflict.
sense of how people deal with it. Is exploration and discovery. So there are all these
Did you
things
keep gender
we
and
do.
identity?
Yes, I did, Jet. That you remember that gender and identity. Another one, color and race. Yeah, I went
That's
there.
right.
Yeah,
You went there.
and
You went there.
and another one, meatarians and vegetarians.
And vegetarians, yes.
Yeah. So that's
one
a
of my
chapter.
favorite, because I was reading that and I was like, ooh, this dude trying to get canceled.
No, trying to get canceled.
No.
By the-
By the vegetarians, because you know how, first of all, they're very, very moody because they're hungry. They're hungry. Let's be honest. Very moody people. Guys, I'm
hangry.
joking. Right, they're just
They're
angry all the
hangry.
time. I'm like, bro, you know what? Here, calm down. Eat a burger.
Have
and
cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Have
Eat
cheeseburger.
a burger and let's talk, okay? Take it easy. And by the way, veggie people, these are all jokes, okay?
They're jokes. Okay.
I'm very happy for you to live that lifestyle, and quite frankly, you're taking a great burden off of not only the ecology but climate
Du
mitigation.
Mistkerl.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go. Are you happy?
In fact, is a bit. Okay. Now back to the jokes.
Kann einer von euch seine Position verteidigen, warum man Tiere essen darf?
Back to the jokes.
No. So the meatarians and vegetarians chapter,
Yeah.
the book is not, people will think it's rife with opinions, but it's not. The book is just what the world looks like when you're scientifically literate and you know how to think about data and information and analysis and also what it looks like from above, from a cosmic perspective. And I occasionally throw in some aliens. Aliens who have no preconceived notion of who and what we are, and they just observe.
Yeah.
They just observe.
As they call it, the dispassionate third-party observer.
Observer, correct. And so in one example, I just imagined, suppose, well, let me work my way there for a moment. Okay, so this landed in the book.
Yo, 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 was geht? Ohne Kati, keine Party. So sieht's aus.
Da ist die Kati schon wieder. Vielen Dank für die 1000 Bits.
Die Vermisse
Let's say you don't
Kati, die ist doch da.
like killing animals.
Right.
Maybe that's why you're a vegetarian, okay? Nothing wrong with that as a point of philosophy. And many such people who live in homes might have mouse traps in their basement that are humane. You've heard of humane mouse traps. It doesn't snap the neck.
Catch and release.
Catch and release. And you got to get down there quickly because they dry up pretty fast in the trap. If you're not there checking on it every few days.
Right.
So you trap one, so there's the cute fuzzy little fellow mammal, and then you release it into the wild.
Die geht doch nicht um 19 Uhr ins Bett.
Then you feel good.
Right.
All right. But if you analyze this, you realize that the life expectancy of the mouse in the wild is between 9 and 18 months because they are the tastiest of snacks for all manner of woodland predators.
Delicious
like
morsels.
owls and hawks and crows and foxes. And
Right.
so what you've done is shorten the life of the mouse by offering them up to predators. Whereas if you let it alone in your basement, it would live up to 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
So if you really cared about the life of that mouse, you would welcome it into your basement and have it bring all its friends while it's at it.
Right.
So,
Ja, und was für einen Punkt willst du machen? Wahrscheinlich erklärt das gleich, aber ja. Jeder Mensch bewertet selbst, was für eine Utility der Maus gibt. Wenn du denkst, dass die irgendeine Disutility macht, dann entfernst du die Maus. Klar. Du hast eine lustige Idee mit der Lebendfalle. Du fängst sie in einer Lebendfalle und dann lässt du die raus. Und dann ist sie draußen wieder im Predator-Prey-Cycle. Und wird wahrscheinlich einen üblen Tod sterben, ja. Oder du könntest eine normale Mausfalle haben, die die Maus direkt umbringt. Und dann hätte die einen schnelleren Tod.
so this
Das
notion
ist doch der Zucker ins Loder. Ich glaube schon. Liest er vor? Ne, heute ist erstes Jahr im veganen Discord und gefällt das mir sehr gut. Und auch vielen Dank an die Veganer und Veganer. Und ich danke dir für deinen immerwährenden Support.
that you're against killing animals. Maybe you're okay with them dying by other means, but it's not a fully thought through philosophy by just saving the life.
Also müsste ich überlegen jetzt, ob man da eine normale Falle, also leben lassen zu Hause. Bei mir würde ich die nicht, ich will ja keine Maus oder so als Haustier halten. Entspricht nicht meinen Präferenzen. Aber ob man eine Lebendfalle oder eine normale Falle hat, muss man überlegen. Gleich ist ein Punkt.
Of the mouse instead of snapping its neck because you'd rather see it getting swallowed whole by an owl.
Because the deal is, it's not really about the mouse; it's about you.
Oh, and how
See,
you feel.
It's how
Okay.
you feel. It's why
Okay,
you
you
know.
save the mouse. After that, you don't give
Right.
you don't give a
Exactly.
rat's ass what happened to the mouse.
Right.
The mouse is
Good luck, Mickey.
Ja, doch gebe ich was auf Red's S, deswegen überlege ich ja, was besser wäre.
so I thought when I was writing the book, every chapter I tried to offer what we look like, what we might look like to aliens.
Right.
Okay, so imagine aliens that photosynthesize like plants.
Right.
Okay, so they're actually plant-based sentient life instead of meat-based
Meat-based.
sentient life. Okay,
Right.
so they thrive on sun lamps that are in their ship or on their host star. All right, so nobody ever kills anything. They just
Right.
sort of
They just
lay
absorb
out in the
light.
sun,
Okay, und jetzt?
they
Turn it in.
absorb the light.
Also das sind Aliens, das sind Pflanzen, halt sentient Pflanzen, die sich auch nur pflanzlich ernähren, okay? Ich meine, der Typ, der andere da, dieser Nee, deGrasse Tyson, der ist Anti-Veganer, soweit ich weiß. Und jetzt wird er jetzt Veganismus debunken oder was? Ja, cool, ich bin bereit.
There it is.
Oh, I gotta tell you,
Okay.
today's sunlight is delicious, guys. You gotta get it. Woo! I don't know what's happening with all this UV, but it's amazing. It's just, oh, my compliments to the chef.
Needs a little more salt, though. Do you
Oh,
think?
exactly. Right.
So if they come to Earth, like, what would they observe? So the funny part is they would see the meat eaters and wouldn't really fully understand them.
Right.
All right. They're these meat-based creatures killing other meat-based creatures for their survival, but they won't really care because they're only going to care about their own brethren,
Die essen das nicht für Survival, sondern weil es schmeckt.
which are the
Und
plant.
übrigens wären das halt nur die Omnis. Die Veganer sind ja ganz genau die, die das nicht machen. Die ernähren sich noch von Pflanzen.
Won't really care because they're only going to care about their own brethren, which are the plants, because they've heard that there's a great biodiversity of plant life on Earth.
Which is
This
why
is
they
in
care.
this is on in their tour guide, right? So
Right.
they come to, they see the rainforests and they
Right.
see the jungles and they see the sequoia trees in the Pacific Northwest, and they're just delight in this. And then they find a subset of humans who specifically target plants to slaughter.
Oh, y'all gotta die.
And this would kind of freak them out because these are their brethren. And so here they are cultivating plants to harvest them and eat them. And by the way, they'll feel sorry for our plants because our plants can't run away because they're sentient and they can like walk around sentient in ways that we
And
think of.
ambulatory.
Also denken die Pflanzen-Aliens, dass die Pflanzen sentient sind, auch so wie bei denen oder was? Also, was die ja nicht sind, was er auch selber zugibt, okay. Also, sie gehen mit falschen Annahmen aus, okay. Also, appeal to false premise fallacy, okay.
Ey, Alter, wo bin ich hier gelandet?
Ja, noch ist ja nichts passiert, aber hoffentlich kommt dann jetzt gleich der Debunk, der mich voll weghauen wird.
Right.
And ambulatory, that's the word I'm looking. Thank you. They can get around, whereas our plants can't. So they
Okay.
watch humans, a particular subset
What?
of
Right.
to be up to a plant, whereas our plants can't. So they watch humans, a particular subset of humans, walk up to a plant and decapitate it. Okay.
Right.
To be consumed. Okay, well, fine. What they can't, but it goes deeper. All right. What they observe is that this subset of humans, we call them vegetarians, specifically target the reproductive organs of the plants.
Right.
The seeds, the nuts, the
Yes.
berries, the
Yes.
flowers, all the things the plant is just trying to make another version of itself. And we reach in there, snatch it, and eat it.
You
So
savages.
this would look particularly barbaric to them. But
Okay.
wait, there's more. Then they go by the produce aisle at Whole Foods or any large grocery store would have this, and then they see what people are especially buying.
Right.
There's a bit of infanticide going
Yeah,
on.
Exactly.
Why? Because the people are seeking out baby spinach, the baby versions of everything, and the bean sprouts.
Okay. Ich esse Babyspinat. Und ich tue es in einen Mixer rein, also extrem schlimm. Okay, und weiter?
So they would just completely freak, and they run away and leave Earth as fast as they can, or they bring their armies to
Right.
defend the plants.
Or they'd end up in a salad.
Right.
They bring their armies to
Right.
defend the plants.
Or they'd end up in a salad because hopefully they didn't land next to these vegetarians because
So it's just another way to look at what you're doing as a vegetarian. It's a life form that occupies a sector of the tree of life. And you have decided that because if it's for animal safety and pain and all of this, rather than through the environment, okay? Because of course, meat eaters are much more costly to the environment than plant eaters. All right. And of course, I go there in the book and describe these differences and how and why and what the consequences are. I'm just saying that if a cosmic perspective makes you look at things fresh, because someone coming in.
Ja, also ich muss ganz ehrlich sagen, also hier gehen auf jeden Fall Props raus an dieses Szenario, was er hier erfunden hat. Also an das Hypo, habe ich so noch nie in meinem Leben gehört. Also dass sentient Pflanzen auf die Erde kommen. Okay. So, ne, die bin ich auch noch nicht gekommen. Okay, fair enough. Aber ich warte immer noch auf die Bank vom Veganismus oder was das hier werden soll.
And seeing our tree of life doesn't have a species bias coming in at all.
Right.
And they're going to wonder, so here you are saving the mouse in your basement. Okay. But what's your house made of? Well, it's made of the wood from 50 trees that might have lived 100 years, but they were cut down halfway through their lives. Each tree produces 15 times the mass of the mouse in oxygen every day. But no, you cut them down to make your floorboards, your wall panels, your 2x4s, your structural members, your wall sidings.
Okay.
This is what you've done with trees. And by the way, trees, like I said, they can live 50, 100 years. Some live 1,000 years. They're home for all manner of forest creatures. The birds, squirrels, insects.
And even other flora.
Other flora, correct. Growing in and around and on them. So we can ask the question, who do you think nature cares more about?
Right.
The tree
that
might live.
Nature cares about? Was meinst du? Hört sich für mich nach ziemlichem Rambling an. What nature cares about? Ist nature ein Wesen, das auf die Natur guckt und nachdenkt? Oder wovon zum Henker redest du da?
Live 1,000 years or 100 years.
Was ist nature looking at?
Right. Or the 1 ounce mouse that you just saved from getting its neck snapped. So now I don't.
Ich weiß gar nicht, ob ich das mitgehe mit dem Neck snappen oder nicht snappen, also lebend falle. Müsste ich drüber nachdenken, also. Was für einen Punkt willst du machen?
You think after all of this? I mean, I care in the sense that I'm an educator and I want you to be fully informed. But if you're going to run around choosing. No, if you're going to run around choosing one species over another, look at the big picture first, and then go pick and choose what you want to eat and what you don't want to eat and what you want to kill and what you don't want to kill.
I get it. A lot of it has to do with consciousness, and a lot of it has to do with how people feel.
Wie, da kommt jetzt nichts mehr?
Philosophy, how they feel.
Philosophy. The people who say we value our lives because we have a beating heart, and then the trees don't. And then I'll say, maybe it's not that the tree is missing a beating heart. Maybe the tree simply doesn't need a beating heart.
Because the tree.
Okay. Und der Stein braucht vielleicht auch kein beating heart und weiter.
Does have a circulatory system.
Was soll das werden? Selbstmord Redaktio?
Indeed it does.
Because the tree does have a circulatory system.
Indeed it does. If you cut a tree, does it not bleed?
And it
if you cloak a tree, does it not suffocate? If you cut off its nutrients, does it not wither?
That's right.
So to turn around and say the mouse.
Was haben wir hier gerade? Haben wir hier gerade wirklich zwei Pflanzenrechtsaktivisten? Okay.
I care about.
Also ich debunk gleich diesen dämlichen Punkt von denen, aber ich dachte, jetzt kommt irgend so ein Gacha-Moment, wo man denkt so, ach scheiße, stimmt, Veganismus ergibt irgendwie keinen Sinn. Wo ist der Gacha-Moment? Kommt der noch?
But cut down the tree because there's a home I want to build. Just rebalance that and come back to the conversation. And you'd be surprised how differently you might be thinking.
Right. Or be like me and just eat mice. They're delicious.
No, you fight for the mice with the owl. Right. That's my juicy mouse.
Exactly.
So, all right, Chuck. That's another explainer there.
I like
it. What the vegetarian world might look like to photosynthesizing aliens. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right. So this has been yet another explainer. of Star Talk. Thanks, Chuck, for always being.
Okay. Okay. Und wo war jetzt der Debunk? So, gehen wir das mal durch. Es kommen Aliens auf den Planeten her und warum hat die Story so komisch gemacht? Ich dachte, er sagt es irgendwie, die werden uns dann angreifen, weil wir die Pflanzen essen. Vor allem die Veganer. Weil der Debunk davon wäre, die meisten Pflanzen sterben für Omnis. Man füttert Tiere das ganze Leben lang, um denen dann den Kopf abzuschneiden und dann das Tier zu fressen. Also die Omnis killen die meisten Pflanzen. Ja, das wär ein Punkt. Der zweite Punkt, well, da kommt irgendeine Spezies, irgendeine sentient Pflanzen auf die Erde und mögen das nicht, dass Veganer Pflanzen essen, obwohl ganz zu schweigen, dass Omnis auch Pflanzen essen. Und das vergessen wir mal wieder schnell. Okay, und die denken, dass die Pflanzen sentient sind. Weil die selber sentient sind. Okay, aber das ist ja eine falsche Annahme, die sind ja nicht sentient, also unsere Pflanzen. Ne, der Unterschied ist, dass sie zum Beispiel Wurzeln schlagen und nicht durchs Weltall fliegen, wie die Pflanzen-Aliens. So, was können wir dafür, dass die Aliens denken, dass Pflanzen sentient sind? Die können auch denken, dass Steine sentient sind, dann dürfen wir nicht mehr auf den Boden gehen. Dann werden die sauer und bekämpfen uns, weil wir auf den Boden gehen. Was können wir dafür, wenn die von falschen Annahmen ausgehen? Was eigentlich keinen Sinn ergibt, weil wenn Aliens kommen, die fliegen durch ein Weltall. Die haben Triebwerke, mit denen sie durchs Weltall fliegen. Ich glaube, die werden schlauer sein als wir Menschen, ne? Nur mal so. Und kommen aus irgendwelchen anderen Galaxien. Aber okay. Und werden denken, wir denken, Pflanzen sind sentient. Ja, genau. Also, alles klar. Ein anonymer Zuschauer, vielen Dank an das Abo, an Scania. Vielen Dank für den Vegan Support. So, ja, was können wir dafür, dass die Aliens denken, dass Pflanzen sentient sind? Appeal to false premise fallacy? Ja, was können wir dafür? So, wo war jetzt der Debunk? Eine andere Perspektive, ja, die bin ich gerade durchgegangen. Wo ist der Debunk? Pflanzen sind nicht sentient. Du kannst das nennen, Pflanzen bluten. Wenn du ein Blatt zusammenknickst, dann kommt da Saft raus. Und wo ist der Debunk?
Aber Pflanzen haben auch Gefühle.
Genau, und wo ist genau der Debunk? Die schützen sich einfach dadurch, deswegen kommt da irgendein Harz raus oder sowas. Die sind nicht sentient, also das ist einfach nur eine biologische Reaktion. So, was ist der Punkt, den du machen willst? Nenn das halt Blut. Okay, was soll das sein? Appeal to emotion fallacy? Also, du kannst noch so sehr mit deinen komischen Emotionsappellen hier um dich werfen. No one cares. Du kannst kein Argument ausformulieren, entweder um deine Position zu verteidigen, noch um Veganismus zu widerlegen. So, was für ein hirnloses, sinnloses Video. Ja, aber nice natürlich dieses Beispiel mit den Aliens. Mit den Pflanzen-Aliens habe ich so noch nie gehört. Ja, okay. Das war die Reaktion auf dieses Video hier. Was ein Vegan Debunk sein soll, wahrscheinlich oder so. Ich weiß nicht, was zum Henker. Also ich glaube, der hier hat auch mal, also woher ich diesen Typen kenne, ist, ich glaube, ich habe mal vor Jahren, 3, 4 Jahren oder sowas gesehen, wie Ask Yourself oder sowas in irgend so ein Call reingekommen ist bei dem. Der hat irgend so eine Sendung, dieser Typ hier. Und dann kann man da anrufen. Und Ask Yourself hat kurz angerufen, hat den gefragt nach NTT. Und dann hat er irgendwie gedodged und den dann rausgekickt oder sowas. Also daher kenne ich diesen Typen. Deswegen habe ich ganz am Anfang schon gesagt, ich glaube, das ist ein Anti-Veganer. Ja, oder Human Hancock, weiß ich jetzt nicht. Von daher, ja, also, ich weiß nicht. Das war dann sein Video, okay. Kann ich nichts mit anfangen.